tobacco this time. This time we've got Gawith and Hoggarth DVC, which, if you can see it just there, I'll upload a picture as well, obviously, to go in between the segments. Now what this tobacco is it's a steam cured tobacco, so it's processed in much the same way that the American style tobaccos are. It's kind of steam sweated to allow the tobacco to become milder and to be sweeter. Still heavily sweetened. The only difference with this is this isn't quite steamed for that long. It starts off with a very dark Flue Cured Virginia to start off with. It's lightly steamed, so it's kind of a dark brown. It basically looks like a kind of a dark, strong English mixture. Broken flake, quite big flakes and pieces in here. Quite a lot of it's broken down into very stringy shag cut. But when you smell it, it smells like a sweet Dutch tobacco, so like the Danish butter cookies sort of smell to it. Kind of a mapley, I don't know, aromatic honey sort of smell. Now, it's not exactly a Dutch Cavendish. A traditional Dutch Cavendish is a mixture of other tobaccos. A lot of them are Virginias, Burleys, some put Perique and Latakia in them. So, the reason I was choosing this is it's dark to try and give me a comparison. I will be reviewing the sale after this one as well. So I'm just going to load this up, and I'll be back in a second with my initial tastes on it. I've left some of the tobacco out so it can dry up a little bit. It's very quite sticky and goopy. I've not really smoked anything since my last video earlier. I did have a couple of cigarettes afterwards to give me a bit of nicotine because the lane stuff's quite mild, but I am really looking forward to this. So I said I was going to be back after I packed up, but I've already packed, so let's get this show on the road. It's a very smooth tobacco, actually. You can tell it's comprised of a dark Virginia. It's still got a very distinctive Virginia taste to it. You can taste the sweetness. It's got a very almost cookie dough sweetness to it. A little bit of vanilla, but it's still got that kind of nutty, a rich nutty taste of a good dark Virginia. This is quite interesting. Going to be another one of them that might be fun to keep lit in this little pipe. But no, that is an interesting mixture. It tastes like a Dutch cased Lakeland. Got that typical Lakeland background note of slightly florally, slightly soapy sort of texture. While at the same time it's got the sweetness of Dutch tobacco. Tastes nothing at all like the American style Black Cavendish. A very nice tobacco. I'm going to quite enjoy this and be back with you very soon. Wow. When you get it going, this stuff burns like at a phenomenal rate. It's extremely sweet. It's all the way inside of my nose, the roof of my mouth, down the back of my throat. It's all kind of, I feel like it's been coated in it's kind of a smoked sugar, mapley sort of flavour, but it's got that kind of burnt caramelised sugar tone. Not quite caramel, not quite toffee, not quite maple, but it's divine. If you do pull at it too fast, she bites. She bites hard. But if you smoke it like you do most Dutch style aromatics and plain lighter Virginia mixtures, you just super slow, small, shallow draws, basically keep it just above going out. And she burns beautifully. But it's just sweet. Like I was saying, it's like a cookie dough, then you've got the mapley coating inside your mouth. A little bit of almost spice. I don't know if that's, I don't know what to equate that to, but the whole time it's still got the nutty sort of flavours you associate with the Virginia. The sweetness is getting bigger and bolder, it's removing more of the Virginia flavours. I can see why this is mainly sold with the chocolatey topping. It is a nice Virginia tobacco, but it does need something extra. But it's a base, it's a blending tobacco, so I'm not expecting some big grand flavours out of it. But I say, characteristics, it's on its own, set from the American style Black Cavendish so far. But right, I'm going to crack on and finish this tobacco. I'm still amazed at it, to be honest. Right, so I'm pretty much at the end of it now. Burned so quick. I kept going out and I thought, oh, I haven't packed it right, and no, I have. There's just pretty much nothing left. Yeah, very hot at the end, very bitter. It's still so sweet, it's unbelievable. My mouth is still just completely caked in sweet flavourings. Don't even need to put any sugar in a cup of tea if I have a cup of tea anytime soon. I don't think I'm going to be able to taste any sugar in my tea. But no, it's a very interesting tobacco. Like I mentioned in the previous segment, I can understand why this is given kind of a chocolate topping. It's a very pleasant base. You create a totally different aromatic from this, from what you can from using the American style Cavendish. I am actually going to give this a whirl. I don't know exactly what I'm going to mix with it, but I'm going to have an attempt at coming up with some slightly unusual aromatics using this as a base. It's a very good tobacco. It's only available in two formats, neat as it is, or DVC like with chocolate. I can't really see it being that many people's cup of tea. If you like the Dutch style tobaccos, you're going to like them kind of lighter. Things like Clan, Holland House, those kind of tobaccos in Eremore, they sell really well. Some of the Borkum Riffs, some of the Owlsbows, but none of them are all pure or dark. But it's an unusual tobacco. I still don't know where to put this. The taste of the Virginia were pretty much gone by the end. They kind of again set it apart. It's kind of a Cavendish Lakeland, unscented Cavendish Lakeland maybe. But yeah, or I'm just going to stick with my initial thoughts of it, which is a hybrid between an American, an English and a Dutch style. It's an unusual tobacco. I want to thank Rob at Gawith and Hoggarth for sending me a sample of this to try. If any of you get the chance to try DVC on its own and you want to try an unusual tobacco, it wouldn't make a very good everyday smoke. It's a bit boring and a bit flat on its own. But if you want to have a go at making your own blends, DVC is great if you like aromatics, but at the same time you don't want, well, I guess if you like aromatics and at the same time you want the Virginia sort of taste, it's a good one to go with. I mean, if you cut it down with some Kentucky or some broken dark Virginia flake, you could level out that sweetness a little bit. But it gives me some ideas and some things to go with. Again, I hope you found this video useful. Like I've mentioned in the previous videos, if there's anything you want to correct me on, and you've got any questions or any comments, please feel free to put them in the comments below. And if anybody would like to buy any of this tobacco, I'm assuming most of the shops who deal with Gawith and Hoggarth will be more than happy to try and get hold of some for you. You may have to buy it in large quantities, but no, it's an unusual tobacco, a very unusual tobacco, and I've actually really enjoyed smoking it. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you very soon. I'll be back to smoke some of the sale in the next couple of hours. Might be a little bit longer, so let this taste go out of my mouth. The only thing that the sale's got going for it in relation to the DVC is the scent. The pouch aroma is almost identical. It does smell a little bit lighter in the sale, but a couple of percent if that. So yeah, I will be back. Take care.